Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we have a fantastic matchup for you in Group E. Amanda versus Simula. I'm sure you're familiar with both of these channels, but just on the off shot you are not, we have both of them pinned in the chat. Go support these competitors as they put on a fantastic show for you. They will be starting very, very soon. Wanted to give you, there's Simula even waving to the crowd. What a showman. What a showman. In Group E, the current standings right now are, actually, that is not true. Karate Mike has a 2-0 lead. He and Sire did go earlier this week. It was very close. It was an epic matchup. I do recommend watching it on the playback if you can. Simula will be looking to solidify his spot into the next round. I believe if he wins, he's got his ticket punched. Amanda looking to get back into the race. I'm very excited to see how this goes, and I'm also delighted to welcome on call with me today. Both of their channels are linked in the description. Check them out as well. DLL and Slaymon, how are you doing, gentlemen?
Pretty good. I'm on my, I guess, third half glass of wine is how I would say that.
Ooh, I like it.
That's like 4 half glasses until I fall asleep. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
For
those of you not in on the joke, Slaymon has a long history of drinking wine on Discord calls and then mysteriously.
Yeah, by long history, I did it twice. I drank like half a bottle and then just fell asleep and snored.
That is longer than anyone else's streak that I'm aware of. So I think long fits there. That was interesting. Did you see that? It looked like Amanda had she clicked a button that maybe showed the meta or the notes.
I think she named her decks.
Oh, I have not unlocked that function yet. What a whale she is. Before we get too far into it, let us welcome some of the viewers that have commented already. What's up, Nerd, Meta, Spinnaker3, Dreamin34, The Strands. What's up, dude? Did you just start? We just started, and we are dorks.
Ooh, a Mephisto ban. Okay.
I'll quickly get through this. Ghost Dog, Jason Jabbar Game. What's up, Jay Will, OG Highline, Doug Frost, and many, many more. All right, let's get to the analysis. Slay and DL, you're always better at analyzing decks than I am. What do you see?
I mean, the Mephisto band stands out to me right away because, like, yeah, Penny, Nick, and Mephisto are probably 3 of the safest stall defenders. And so Amanda was like, I don't care about the nukes. I guess she thinks she's got better ones and just took them off the board. That was really interesting.
I like Simula's bands just because it's 3 competent, amazing champs that can take literally almost anything under the sun.
Right.
So he's just getting rid of those. I'm assuming he doesn't own any of those 3.
Right.
So he's just getting rid of them. They're all R4, by the way. Nimrod, Tigra, and Guardian.
Those are Amanda's R4s, or those are 3 of them anyway?
Yeah, those are the 3 that Sim banned, and they're all R4.
Got it.
I wonder who Sim's chord counter is, if it's Havoc or
Apocalypse?
Apoc or Torch. Yeah, I could see any of them, but none of them are going to be super quick. That one's going to be interesting to me.
Yeah, I see that as well. Looks like Amanda doesn't really have a Omega Sentinel counter so far.
Is that a rank 4 Maw?
It is, yeah. She R4'd him recently.
Yeah, because I think hers must be higher sig than mine. I'm now very aware of that.
And as I say that, she gets a Hercules. I think she should draft him for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, she does.
I'm expecting the cow? Oh, okay. I guess Sim figures he needs more weapons, which is fair.
It's got to be the only thing. Having watched so many of these tournaments, Rintra is the one undeniable force, and it's somehow not banned. It's been interesting to see him just continue to escape under the radar. There's other champions people want to ban.
I'm not sure where you use Hitmonkey for. I think I could just not be seeing one of her champions, the first one.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
There is always that. Actually, he doesn't have a ton of torch counters. Maybe he's trying to make sure he doesn't get caught.
There's also always that hidden champion. I don't know. This happens to me all the time. The one that's like not on the screen, and I tend to forget about them.
Yeah, for Amanda, it was Torch.
Yeah.
And Sim doesn't have any mystics or someone you'd want to use Torch for. APOC being the closest to that. But that's still going to be a long fight compared to this Maw.
Right, but Maw is of course more dangerous, so I think this is a good choice by Amanda because this is her best chance. She's trusting her rank 4. Let's see how they execute.
Yep.
And bet Maw just stared at Sim for a little bit. That's why it's worth betting on these things. Oof. You just know he tried to dodge that heavy. Maw is so dangerous.
That's exactly what you were just saying could potentially happen.
Looks like Amanda took a hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that APOC has some seriously high block penetration. But not sure. I mean, it's still Torch versus Maw, so...
Yeah,
throws a special. Oh, yeah.
The next special would have been a Power Sting, probably, anyway, so... Wow, okay.
Yeah, even tanking that SP1 Torch is so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's still 40,000. He has a real chance here.
Yeah.
Mandy just has to finish with the highest amount of health as possible. I would personally, what I would do here is push APOC to SP2 because it's the easier full dex.
But she blocks it
you can.
to be safe. I don't blame her there.
Yeah.
Going for the heavy after the special 2 was very smart to get the temperature back up. Okay, yeah.
This is going to be close. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm speaking because like our audio will be on a delay. I have all 3 streams up.
Oh, all right. I'm just watching Vegas.
I think okay, so that means we're just a few seconds behind them. No, I have them both live.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. All right, so Amanda picks up the first one, and let's see if she's able to close this out.
Mm-hmm. So Sim puts Omega Sentinel, she puts Mojo, Scorpion for Mojo. We've talked about how great Scorpion is, but there's nothing really in his kit that counters Mojo's prompts, or if he gains a buff at the wrong time.
Nope.
So that could also go wrong. Herc versus Omega Sentinel, it's kind of hard for stuff to go wrong, unless you really want that to happen. As long as you play safely and don't do the same normals in a row, the second you get your SP1 up, the fight is essentially over, outside of you getting hit.
Yeah, so that's interesting though, and it was good that I was glad you went ahead and provided all those details after the it's ultimately safe. We've seen this fight go wrong. I've seen this fight go wrong in this very tournament, and I'm talking about the Mega Sentinel versus Herc.
Yeah, exactly. Just like how Torch versus Mojo went wrong.
Yeah,
any fight can go wrong, but you just try and limit that with the matchups you do.
I think that was an unintended dex from Sim there, and he's now taking a degen.
He's taking the degen. It's not doing as much damage as I thought it would do, though. It feels like it's ticking really slowly. Why would that be?
I think that's mostly... you can usually get away with a single degen.
Yeah.
For one thing, Sim might be running in equity, because he really loves his science champions, and so maybe that brought down the degen damage. The other thing is that like Mojo wasn't at 5 followers or whatever it is yet, so no fury.
Yeah.
And Mandy took a lot of damage in that fight.
Is that also a rank 4 Scorpion?
Yeah, it might be.
I think it is.
Oh, no.
Okay, I think that last degen probably sealed him there, but that was quite close.
That was very close, yeah.
Yeah, only about a 400-point difference, in fact, a little bit less. Mandy played that well, though.
Mm-hmm.
So did Sim.
Yeah, that was a good matchup. Like Slay said, Herc, as usual, had the advantage, but that was well played.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Sim right now, I would not be worried at all. Because that was like a close first game. So like he just needs to calm down a bit. Maybe take a minute, try and shake off that maw. Like again, like that, like stuff happens, especially input stuff that sometimes does happen. You just can't let it get to your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like from what I know of these two, they might both be a little bit nervous about the other.
They are absolutely both nervous.
Yeah, they're both very good players, but also very like kind people, and so I don't see them underestimating the other.
Yeah. I love Sim's deck's name. Called it
what was it?
hashtag delete domino. It's funny. I'm gonna call mine hashtag delete scorpion just for Vega.
Okay, so both kept their bans. I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sim drafting first, decides to go for Doom. I believe that's a rank 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, rank 3 Mexig. Okay.
What's up, Easy? Yeah, that we just got started. That was into the first round.
So Amanda had just recently sigged up her Overseer.
Mm.
Exciting to see if she'll pick him here. Opts not to, but I think that's the right call.
Is Sims a rank 4 Kingpin then? Because that's awfully close to Doom's PI.
Yeah, I'm starting to struggle with being able to know on these decks for some reason.
I think it is.
13-4-4-0?
Yeah, I think that's a rank 4, comparing it to Amanda's Maw.
It's gotta be.
Like a rank 4 low sig?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, because looking at the other Kingpin at all the way down below 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
What's his max prestige?
Not high, if I remember correctly.
Probably
Okay.
not very far above 13-4-0.
Yeah, in
Okay,
fact, and
yeah.
Nas confirming it for us. Yeah, his Kingpin is a rank 4.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous characters on both sides here. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What if we're going to see Maw versus Torch again?
Ooh, Sim gets a Hulkling. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mandy gets the last minute. Either Torch or Doom. Both are huge.
I think you
last
have
minute.
to go. You have to go Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
Why? Who's she going to use that Doom for?
Hulkling.
He's probably faster there than Man. Well, yeah, definitely faster than Man Thing, and I would assume faster than Maw, especially if you want to use him for defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's interesting to me. I mean, it makes sense.
Simula has a lot of great choices and goes for Warlock. I really like that decision. Mainly because I think Mandy's best counter to this Warlock is also Doom.
And Amanda's having to place defense first at the moment, right?
No, Simula did.
Okay, so that's kind of balancing it out because I do like Sim's deck a little bit more, but only if, or his draft, but only if he was able, if Amanda had to place first.
Yeah, and she goes Doom for Warlock, and the reason Doom for Warlock works is because he's immune to both shock and armor break.
Right.
Which are the two
so no
things
power
that
drain,
exactly.
no degen.
Yes, and no power loss.
How's it going, Riley, Doug, Red Dog, Tim, and Growlers? Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm. Kingpin versus Man-Thing is not the easiest thing ever.
Nope.
Just because Man-Thing can get a bit out of control.
Right.
But it's also very doable pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to, I think I did maybe both Diablo versus Man-Thing and Scorpion versus Man-Thing earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely some commonalities. Because, yeah, you can see even with the poison, he's doing pretty well at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this just needs to stay on top of the baiting. And he is in a favorable position on this one. And then as Slay called out, you probably put Hulkling on defense next.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her only chance with that is to use Domino.
Right.
And hope stuff fails.
Yeah, it's not looking good as far as that's concerned. Man-Thing's playing really nicely too. I feel like Sim's managing that AI really well. When he pushed Man-Thing to his SB2, I got a little concerned with him because again, some of the SB3s we've seen in this tournament have been people pushing Man-Thing a little too close, and then MD5 kicks in and he goes red.
Yeah, and he stayed wide open immediately after that.
He did a beautiful job. It was just nice to see the AI, reward that nice job. I think Amanda might be a little disappointed here. I think if I was her, I think I would be expecting a 50-50 chance of winning that.
Yeah, because she played very well too.
Yeah.
She had to parry a little bit more and didn't have willpower, and that was part of it.
The Man-Thing versus Kingpin match is riskier, but faster, and then Doom versus Warlock is extremely safe, but it's going to be slower like that. So you kind of have to cross your fingers, and hope Man-Thing does some silliness, you know?
Thing is a good pick from her.
Yeah.
That's definitely like her best option for buying time.
I think Sim might go all in and go Torch for Thing.
I would strongly consider it, yeah.
But that would also leave
especially
Ma open.
I figured that's kind of what I was betting on both.
I would not do Ma for Hulkling.
Who else are they going to use?
Either,
though?
but basically the idea is if you stay open long enough, then because you kind of assume you don't have any fast options, and so if you don't have any fast options, then you're thinking it will probably go the like 80 seconds or whatever he needs with class advantage. I forget off the top of my head. And at that point, Ma nullifies everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vega, you were trying to say something?
No, for a little bit for me with Sim is I feel like he was in kind of a rough spot. Not that ever having Human Torch is bad, but this isn't like an ideal match for Torch. He's still going to have to manage those rock stacks, which he did a beautiful job of there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how else he would have used though.
For Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Doom, Black Widow, Deadly Origins, and Omega Sentinel was left.
Yeah,
he had to go Torch.
Yeah, I think he kind of had to.
Yeah, but the thing is, Domino, I would say, is an overall better counter to Hulkling. And if Amanda knew he had to go Torch, I think she should have gone Domino for Hulkling and then kept Ma to place on defense, because Sim would have had no traditional counter to Ma.
Yeah, you're making like a calculated risk type thing there.
I think that's true, but something she may have been clocking is that if she puts Domino down, he has no reason to hold on to Omega Sentinel, and then that might have been good enough for Thing to like deal with the probable health loss for Domino.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has Torch versus Ma in the last round.
Uh-huh.
Yes, this was a tough one for her, and I mean, this is a tough fight for him, but I think tactically it was very difficult for her.
Yeah, I liked his draft better just coming in, so and I think he played it well.
This is
God, the reach on some of Hulkling's stuff is so frustrating at times.
Yeah,
personally, I love it, but I haven't had to fight him much.
I died to him earlier today because I tried burying twice, failed. He went unblockable, and then I tried dexing and I couldn't.
I am sorry. I truly am.
Yeah, no, but I think she played that well.
All Hulklings.
Because she didn't take that much damage when you take into account how annoying Pierce is on a high sig Hulkling.
No, I know, but like I think she should have gone if she saw Torch versus Thing, right? She should have gone with an option I think she believed could have finished the fight, and she may not have known that Domino can do it, and that's fine. I just don't think Ma could have finished the fight, personally.
I think Ma can, but I think that it was a bit of a gamble either way, and
Real quick, I just want to thank Zach for the donation there. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming by and watching all these streams. It's been nice to have you here and all of your support. I don't want to spoil, because I think some people probably haven't seen the stream earlier today.
Oh my god!
Of Yusafa versus Suida. You have to see it.
Yeah, check it out.
Watch it.
DLL had a great stream against Max 2. Don't get me wrong, that's phenomenal. I think you should watch it. But DLL, I think even you would say.
Yeah, no. You've got your priorities set right.
Yeah.
Ooh, she switches up the bans
Hulkling. Yeah, she told me about this personally. She said like she doesn't like fighting Hulkling. Wait, should I be saying this? Probably not. Right?
On the off shot, I think it would take multiple layers of that info to get to Simula. Maybe we talk about it in a post-match interview.
Sure. Okay. So I won't say what she likes and she doesn't fight.
But
Hulkling is pretty annoying, and she just wants to get rid of Hulkling, especially since he seems to have like a couple niche counters. Bull being one of them. Sometimes you don't draft him, and then you pull out all your hair, right? So
I think we're seeing Misty for one of the, if not the first time, one of the first times in the tournament.
Misty is tricky because not a lot of people understand how to fight her.
I do.
Oh, I don't think she's for defense.
I have no clue.
I guess her permanent unblockable will work against Omega Sentinel and Penny in case.
Permanent unblockable and permanent guaranteed crits.
So she's basically like Corvus. Sorry,
Meta has shown me some really cool fights with his rank 4. You got to work for it, but man, once she gets rolling, she's intense.
Yeah.
What's up, Natalie? How you doing? Thanks for being here.
Havoc is one way to pull Omega Sentinel off defense.
It's a great way, yeah. But it's also a counter to Korg. So it depends on who places what first, essentially.
Simula found that's a spot I kind of hate being in. I hate picking. Well, I guess he probably picked Falcon in case Overseer gets placed.
Yeah.
Or in case she grabs things.
Yeah, I hate the preemptive Falcon pick. Like when I see Falcon early in my deck, I just never want to take him.
I know what you mean.
It just feels like this. Like that's not actually what happened.
I don't think it's a preemptive pick. I think Falcon's a great counter to Omega Sentinel. In case Misty is needed elsewhere.
That's
to shut down her auto block chance. Yeah.
So Omega Sentinel, Overseer. Hopefully he's not thinking Falcon's a core counter, because that's not necessarily true.
That's a tough fight.
Yeah, that's a not great fight. Goes for Rintra immediately. I think Mandy's going to go Diablo, yes.
Yeah, and I think this... These are both two really good defenders.
Yeah.
I think I might favor the Diablo. This will be interesting.
I favor the Scorpion, because the Diablo... we did this matchup when I friendlied Amanda, and it took 101 seconds. However, Diablo finished at 100% health, and that was against my rank 4 Rintra.
Yeah.
Is she just gonna SP1 over and over, heavy, and then SP1 to pause them?
I didn't ask her what her strategy was, if I'm honest, but how I would play it would be SP3 than SP1s.
Yeah, the trick, small spoiler for my stream, is that you have to make sure when you do that.
Beautiful decks by Sam.
That's what I was just thinking. That was gorgeous, that full SP2.
You have to make sure with Diablo that if you throw the special 3, you do not have a neutralize on yourself, as it will also stop your whatever the heck they're called, placebo-ish buffs that you're relying on.
Vials of Might?
No, the buffs you
first mech?
with the special 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. Actually, no, that's not even reliable. You can't even do that.
Wait, what?
Because technically, when you throw the SP3, the order of operations is that the neutralize is placed first before the buffs. Because I took Rintra with Doom in Alliance War, and I would throw an SP3 with no neutralize on me and come out of the other side of that SP3 with no Fury and a neutralize.
I think before we go too far on that, let's take a second to appreciate what Sim just did to that Doom.
Yeah.
That was amazing gameplay.
Yeah, so what PWF said is that DLL said Scorpion sucks.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Summarized. Okay. Yeah, what?
Early on, we did run the poll. 80% of participants said that Scorpion was good. That means 20% said he wasn't. And now we know how DLL voted. What's up, Yusafa? Zarafa, thanks for being here. Mr. King?
I will just point out to Slay that Rintra's neutralize is not guaranteed, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a 60% chance. But the order of operation means that it's...
No, I get what you mean, but all I'm saying is that if you have a neutralize on you, your odds are much, much worse than if they...
It's 100% chance, yeah, I got that.
Well, yeah, we are thinking that is a rank 4 Scorpion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point.
I think Sim was very hyped about Scorpion, so we probably are for them.
He's
beautiful abuse of Mystic Dispersion.
So Simula takes the lead in round 3.
Cersei makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, I mean, who's he going to use? Hitmonkey?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, and okay, yeah, he goes Misty and holds on to Falcon. Although to be fair, like I might chance the Falcon versus Korg fight because Amanda doesn't have a Havoc counter anymore, does she?
Well, Domino, depending on how stuff rolls. I mean,
if Domino never crits, but turns everything off, and we're cool.
I'm not wrong, technically.
We're not.
I know I haven't commentated on a tournament that had either of these matchups. This is fascinating to me to watch them both.
What's interesting is that Amanda hasn't triggered glancing yet. She did get hit by a special, which is unfortunate. But this is going a lot better than I thought Hitmonkey versus Cersei would actually go.
And Sim's keeping up the guaranteed crits and the unblockable, like DL talked about.
Mm-hmm. And Omega Sentinel with her rank 1 health pool at rank 4 is gonna go down shortly.
Yeah, but Sim's doing really well against... Amanda's doing really well against Simula's Cersei.
As I was saying, but this last 7% is going on like 15 seconds now. Up there, that last 7% of Cersei.
So how much health?
At the moment, the pacing of this, if Omega Sentinel goes, oh, no, she threw her special.
Yeah.
Sim knows how to dex it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he goes to the intercept.
That special really cost Amanda.
Yeah, it did. Look at that. Less than 800 points.
Yeah. It was basically that special or the glancing. If one of those two things didn't happen, she wins the round.
Yeah.
And now I would take a break if I was Amanda. Take your 2 minutes. Get your head back in the game.
PWF. Cersei on defense. So weird. Oh, what were you going to say, Diallo?
Oh, I was just going to say, honestly, because Omega Sentinel could have gone passive, I think that Sim going for that intercept there could have easily been what decided it as well.
Yep.
You got to know when to play risky and when not to in Battlegrounds, and that was an interesting last-minute call.
I don't think I said hello to Yusafa. What's up, dude? Speaking of men of the day.
Speaking of my hero.
Yes, my own personal hero. Whose fights I will go to bed dreaming of and wake up thinking about.
Yusafa, I'm proud to share rank 4 Infamous Doom with you, my brother.
What is going on in our world when they are sharing wailing dreams together?
It's a full-time job that I do part-time.
Have you seen Kitty yet?
No, that's probably the first pull of Kitty.
I don't even remember seeing her as an option.
Yeah, I know. This whole match has been full of this. Of me like, oh, I forgot these champions were involved in this tournament. Like, there's Venompool. Watch. Venompool's going to get picked.
Pass up on Doom and Mojo for Kitty. I'm wondering what he sees in Kitty. That looks like a Max Sig Kitty.
And what we're seeing is he knows how to play his champions exceptionally well.
Amanda also does not have a ton of techs, and she banned Nimrod and Guardian, so Kitty's defensive value has gone up a bit.
Simula banned Nimrod and Guardian, and she banned Penny.
Right.
However,
Okay, yeah.
AA can do Kitty very easily.
Yeah. But then that means AA isn't doing Doom or something.
Basically, yeah. Or isn't doing Cersei, which is huge.
Yeah.
PWF, link it in the chat. If you don't mind.
Clown also did a war vid that was hilarious.
Clown's war video was hilarious.
So Simula going for... He has a lot of great attackers. Scorpion, Herc, and Torch can take pretty much anything.
Yeah.
This is scary. Pulling the Mephisto is huge if he decides to go for it. Thing is big as well.
Mm-hmm.
Go Spider-Ham instead, I'm guessing, from Mojo.
Yeah, I was a little surprised not to see Mephisto.
Yeah, I thought Mephisto for sure. I would go Kingpin. Yes, that's a good pick.
if we end up with Sim on call, let's ask him why not the Mephisto.
Yeah.
It feels,
I mean, I guess he made the right call because she ended up getting torched right at the end.
Yeah.
But it's hard
yeah.
With hindsight, it's hard to like.
What's up, Shibby?
So thing right off the bat. Double thing.
This might
right
be a
off the
thing.
bat.
This might be a thing torch race.
I really don't enjoy that fight.
Thing?
Versus with Torch.
Oh.
I think, yeah, both of those picks make sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she wasn't really going to use Hercules anywhere else. Hercules with Thing actually goes quickly as well. And Spam with Thing can go quickly. It just feels like it's so frustratingly inconsistent.
Well, right, and using a taunt on Thing when you have to manage his rock stacks without hitting his block scares the bejesus out of me.
Yep,
Yeah.
same here. I actually removed Spam from my deck for this is one of the reasons. It just became a problem I did not like having to solve or to deal with.
Yeah, Spam is so specials when you want them to, but how often that happens is so little for me that I don't want to use them.
Yeah, and Thing waited out all the poppers there. But I will say, I think that I was expecting Sim to go to, I think it's Spam special one is 2 hits, and so I was expecting Sim to go to 13 and pause them and get the taunt up.
Yeah, Thing waited out, what's it called? The 10 charges as well.
The Porker Spider Sense, yep. Yeah, this is the second time it's fallen off, and I'm sure Simula would have preferred to have landed a heavy somewhere in there. He just didn't get a chance to.
He just couldn't, yeah.
Amanda's really coached up this thing well.
Yeah. And Sim needs to send his to the nerd school of Pokemon training.
Yeah, seriously.
Essential.
Sim's thing is like, we're just going to throw specials. We don't even care. We're doing it.
Oh, we got to 15? That's when we throw a special.
Yeah, perfect. So obviously Amanda's going to take that one. She gets on the board. This is the beginning of the 4th round, correct?
Yes.
I started reading
1-0
chat.
for Amanda.
I started reading chat a little too much. Obviously, Amanda's going to take this one, so I feel comfortable. It's a good time. Yeah, check out Yusafa's war video from today. He is on an epic streak. Only delayed by MCoC 4 Loki legend B Manny himself, and it's hilarious and well done as well. Meta saw Spider-Ham and got excited. What's up, Meta?
Ooh, SP2 into block.
Yeah. But at that point, you're taking risks, because
yeah,
that one
he looks flustered as well. I hope it's not getting to him.
I mean, he's got the lead. He's in a good place.
Yeah, you can't, speaking from experience, you can't get too frustrated about losing a fight thing. You just move on to the next one.
Absolutely.
I'm not even sure what he could place this round that Amanda won't beat immediately.
I do think Kitty's the correct pick, because I understand what you're saying about Archangel, but that's...
So we're going to have Archangel versus Kitty and oh.
That's smart by Amanda, is pulling back the Archangel for Cersei.
Oh yeah, she had to go against a torch. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I didn't even see the torch. Yeah, that's on me.
And you think that was just to purely keep, like, assuming she's losing this round regardless, doesn't have an answer for Cersei, so might as well live to see the 3rd round.
Yeah, this was a tactical, like, I'm not gonna throw the round here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this champ because it's gonna be slower, and I know I'll lose the round, but this champion here, I-Bomb, doesn't benefit me as much as these other 3 champs remaining.
Interesting.
Right. And if she then puts Long Shot on defense and uses Archangel for Cersei, then that baits out the Scorpion.
I'd rather put Kingpin on defense if I'm
right.
honest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kingpin. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Because that makes Scorpion useless. Well, not useless, but you get the idea. Scorpion can't really do Kingpin.
Yeah, no. That's the
versus
right call.
Perk versus Kingpin works, but again, it's not like the greatest matchup in history. And if Sim doesn't put Cersei on defense, I mean, AA is just going to go to town on whoever it is, and Kingpin would just go to town on Scorpion. So I believe Sim is placing first.
For those interested in learning how to play Spider-Ham well in Battlegrounds, contact Meta. It appears that he's starting a course.
Yeah, he's starting a movement in chat right
Personal training, yeah. Hey, I respect it. Spider-Ham is awesome.
I'm gonna friendly Meta tonight and ban Spider-Ham.
All right, we're tied up here.
That's mean, right?
It is mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I like Meta.
You don't need to apologize to me.
I'm not. I'm apologizing to Meta.
Got it. All right, here we are. Amanda needs this win to push a 5th round. Simula can secure it.
Simula's placing first. All right, let's see.
This is also big for the whole group. Simula wins this. I believe he and Mike have secured advancement. Amanda wins it. Chaos.
Okay, he goes Scorpion.
Yep.
Yeah, just place
That
long
is the
shot.
correct response.
Yeah, just place long shot, and then Amanda has to take this with Kingpin. It's not the easiest Kingpin fight because he still evades, but he will if he
You can
keeps
do that with
blocking
long shot.
SP1.
Or with Archangel, that's what I meant.
Yeah, why not Arth? That's what I was thinking.
Didn't he poison him?
No,
Nope.
this is people get this confused a lot. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Schrodinger's champion, I know.
Although Slay, if and when we fight, Scorpion is immune to poison, bleed, rupture, shock, the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. It's a weekly thing. It's like Moon Knight. It's odd. Yeah. Don't ask me to explain it.
Oh no, I'm not.
Gotcha.
I just trust you.
Good. Yeah. Say it that way.
By the way, my Rintrah
Infuriate
can't die.
works so freaking well. Watch this.
He took a combo.
Yeah. I think he just got flustered and went for that heavy, but I don't blame him for getting flustered because it's very annoying when you land your Infuriate with Hercules and then the opponent decides to idle forward and light attack.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes taking a few more seconds
Yeah.
is just the right call at all times. And I think when this happens to me when I'm playing, I just land a parry and I'm not expecting it. And because of Limber, you don't have like a million years to decide what you want to do. So it's just best to back off.
So Archangel did Archangel things. Hey, it's 6:40 on a Friday, you know? DL is not the only one drinking.
But it wasn't even close.
I got
It started with the the full correct right syllable. Come
Exactly.
on, man.
It started with the right letter. That's about it.
All right. Here's the
All right.
here's
Go have
the
half a bottle.
important
Come
part is we are in
If I have half a bottle, I'll just snore on stream. I don't know if you want that.
to the 5th round, 5th and final. And whoever wins, Simula wins. I believe he secures his ticket into the knockout stage. Amanda puts herself back into the running. Amanda has already gone against Karate Mike, who is leading the group, while Simula has not. This is a big one for both of them.
This is huge.
Yeah. This is a big one for both of them.
Marbles.
All right, Simula immediately went the same bands. He didn't even think
Yeah,
about it. The
that was
second he
fast.
saw everything pop up. I've never seen someone click on bands faster.
My
so.
my screen actually pixelated. That's how quick he went.
Yeah, he was so quick that my internet shut down.
Sometimes making the right call is the right choice all the time. Spinnaker. There's been some great quotes in this one. You can tell none of us are professional announcers.
Yeah, man. Just got to make the right decision to win. That's all.
Just give it 102%. Take it one play at a time. You know, that
Play
kind of
is
stuff.
truly our Yogi Berra.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
I'm not explaining that one right now.
Yeah, let's get back. There's no way. That'll take too long. I cannot believe the lack of Rintrah respect that has been going on in this matchup, though. That has been the one thing that's just blown me away. The uniqueness of the champions we're seeing used. Oh, and finally Rintrah goes in. Okay. Whew. I feel better. I feel a lot better. I can relax now.
Yeah, you willed that into existence.
Yeah.
The thing is that Amanda doesn't have Hulkling. So, there's no reason for Sim to choose him on attack. And Amanda is also loaded with science champions. So I can see why.
But most
not going
science
for it.
champions are very slow.
Yeah,
But
unless
still.
in my
Fair
experience, unless that science champion is named Scorpion, it's still going to take a while. There might be someone I'm forgetting, but it's going to take a bit.
I like Meg's
Amanda drafted AA before Simula drafted Rintra. So at that point,
But that's an AA that's not taking, like, literally anyone else he's drafted thus far.
Right, but it's like the most straightforward fight ever with AA. Which I understand is a lot of AA fights. So
yeah.
I feel kind of silly saying that.
You got there. No.
Omega can just do so much here, man.
Yeah.
Kingpin, Black Widow, Deadly Origins, Herc, Scorpion.
Yeah, he has to go Torch.
There's not much you can place.
OG Highline, he is so good that you should check out the Bragging and Accomplishments channel on the Discord server. So you can just find out exactly how good. Oh, wait, not Scorpion. I thought you were making a Scorpion joke. Is Rintra good? Rintra is very, very good. Figures prominently in my war video coming out tomorrow.
Ooh, this is very clever from Sim. I like this. I think, barring any tragedies, I think Sim takes this round because Maud doesn't have the same resistances as Rintra does, and he's a bit squishy.
Yeah, it's possible. You have
trying-
to execute perfectly though, because the Rintra fight is a lot simpler.
So it's the same thing. It's a bit riskier versus a bit longer.
Should be, yeah, it is open to all. It's just invite only, so people need to ask. So we can kind of keep an eye on who's coming in.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tournament.
No, sorry. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Rintra is beefy. I think this is going to be a lot closer. I know I'm saying that 30 seconds into the fight, but...
All right. Sim got the degen on him, so he lost a good 30%, or a third of his health, actually, even more.
Yeah.
What was that with?
That was not great.
Okay, but there we go. All right. I think you're correct. He has this one. But this is... I think he's going to run next round into...
trouble.
Because he doesn't have anyone that stops AA. And that's something that I've intentionally done in my deck, is trying to make sure I do, and it's tricky.
Yeah.
Get in there.
This actually could be close.
Yeah, I think if Rintra throws it a few seconds earlier...
Never. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's a really close round.
Yeah, you can tell in Sim's face he's...
not happy, yeah.
Well, I think that's probably the whole thing.
Again, I don't know why I still struggle with this. Amanda did win that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's especially watching two streams at the same time.
Yeah.
Color coding doesn't help.
I think Sim has to place OS here, and then Mandy is going to go Domino. Yeah, so he's placing OS.
Mm-mm.
Mandy's in... Oh, he went Kingpin instead. Okay, that's a very quick Omega fight.
And it's because Domino on defense.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
No, it's just that a low sig Domino can be taken with Herc easily. So I would have done OS on defense to at least tie it up 1-1. And OS is quite slow against Domino, which this fight here against Kingpin is going to be quite quick.
As an Omega Sentinel lover, I do feel like I need to stand up for and say I disagree. I don't think this is open and closed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Omega versus Omega here. Let's see which one comes out on top. Oh, looks like Manda took a hit.
Yeah.
That's huge. She took a heavy.
So now Omega Sentinel's in. He only had 2 of his debuffs up, though. I think I saw Domino go lucky early, and maybe that kind of started slowing him down. So he's not...
This is huge, because right now Kingpin is at 7 debuffs. So his combat power rate is high, his attack is higher, and Amanda doesn't have any momentum anymore. She's lost all her spores.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to happen on the other end too. Domino does not want to
being a
throw.
bear.
Yeah, and the debuffs are now off. She did finally throw it. So based on, because we can see both screens. She went lucky. He threw it in. He's going to get punished.
It's okay. That did literally nothing. He is way ahead on life.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He doesn't know that. You know what I mean? I bet he was. I bet he was thinking it needed to go faster too. I think he's probably very surprised right now. You can kind of see it on his face.
Yeah, he's looking like a villain right now. Not like like he's making that like pose, that cold and calculating pose.
I feel like you're doing a phrase from more of my era of he was chilling like a villain, like that. Yeah.
Gonna need a bucket to throw up.
It's for Ghost. Right. I think,
and I know he's breathing.
Ghost Dog.
I think this is where. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. He needs to pull up and plan. What is my best chance for stopping Archangel?
Okay, this is huge.
I think it's Herc.
It's absolutely Herc.
Yeah. You got to go Herc on defense because...
It's absolutely Herc. You got to go Herc on
Mojo,
defense. Yeah.
Black Widow for Hitmonkey.
Infuriate will mess with Arcane... No, it won't, because he's thing immune. But Herc is going to be annoying. And I've seen some people mess up the heavy counter with Archangel versus Herc. If that happens, I think
on immunity for time.
Yeah. It's absolutely, and she put Mojo down, so you can't even use Herc for Mojo, right?
Right.
This is gonna be close.
I like both of these people, and I'm so nervous.
This is gonna be close. Like Sim he's a big Void fan, so am I, and Amanda's Amanda. So it's hard.
I just have to break this tension because there's a lot. I have to thank Ghost Dog right now and agree with PWF. I think Sentinel proves she is the better Omega. All right.
Go away, PWF. All right.
This is intense.
This is crazy. She's had the best luck ever though. 6 neuros.
Yeah, she's got 7 up.
7 now. Sim is keeping up with damage, which is amazing.
I think it's going to come down to if Simula gets a degen on him or not. Although Amanda's having tremendous... Archangel is playing nicely for her.
I have never seen
those neuros are falling off
in Battlegrounds.
Oh no! That's huge.
That is huge.
That's huge. All Sim has to do is finish this without taking any damage.
If he can push Mojo over bar power... Looks like he's just going to handle it with his own SP1.
Oh, God.
And he comes out with the win.
He comes out on top.
Fist pumped.
And the thing is that Amanda's chat, I can see, was already celebrating. That is a shocker.
Yeah.
I was actually watching Simula's fight because I too thought it was over. What happened?
So, Amanda ran into Hercules' special too.
Amanda rushed it at the end.
Was he stunned or something and she just mistimed it? Or
I think that might have been it.
That's exactly what happened. Was a neuro expired as she threw a special. And the stun finished expiring as she went in after the special. And Herc intercepted with an SP2. Luckily, the neuros finished them off, so it seemed like she had some hope.
Yeah.
But it was enough damage that it made a difference.
I feel for her because that's like the exact opposite of what I did in the thing. Remember the Tigers thing where I told you I just backed up because I was like, I thought it was over and I wanted to be safe. It's I feel for her. That being said, Simula doesn't play well. He doesn't put himself in the place to capitalize on that.
He created his own. He took advantage. Good players make their own luck.
Yeah.
And that's a saying that necessarily isn't mean like he trained his Hercules to SP2 intercept. He put himself in a position to take advantage of that. Yeah. And he played that extremely well. They both did. If I was Amanda, though, you have to recognize when, okay, I'm Archangel non-horseman. I have 7 neuros up. Some of them fell off. That's okay. I don't need to rush this. And I think if she... Again, I don't want to say anything that comes off offensive or like... But I think she shouldn't have rushed it because she was getting the best RNG luck and Herc was melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure she had instant regret.
Is there anyone available to? I don't think there is. Simula, I'm going to try to give you the role. If you're willing to come on and talk to us for a few minutes, give you the role to access the channel we're in, and because we've been having difficulty with the channel we set up, we'll need to get that looked at. Here we go. I'm giving you the role right now, buddy. If you're able to come in and talk with us, we'd love it. And if Amanda's listening, I would imagine she's got to be frustrated. I know I would be anyway. Phenomenally well played. That was an amazing comeback there. Yeah, there's not much else to say besides you played exceptionally well, and you put on a heck of a show.
Amen.
So Simula, you should be able to join us. If you look on the Discord server, you'll see it under Stream Room. It looks like you're entertaining your own stream. Oh, so I see that might take a minute. I can't even remember. What was the question? I wanted to ask him about not picking that Mephisto, but I can't even think of the scenario.
Instead of the Spider-Ham.
He picked the Spider-Ham, right? But I don't even remember the setup anymore as to why.
Yeah, Campo's saying the moment when your neuros are expiring and you don't have any bleeds is the scariest part of every Archangel fight. He's absolutely correct.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not even.
Yeah, his Slay is, of course, correct. I'm sure Amanda knows the correct move was to wait, but if you've played Archangel a lot, especially in war, and the fight might be about to get away from you, that moment is terrifying.
Yeah, and I absolutely understand why she went in. Her SP1 didn't do anything. She saw a stun that she thought she could take advantage of. Herc was at the end of the life bar, right? And it was only 2 neuros up, so the immortality could trigger. And that would have elongated the fight. So I see why. But again, in that scenario, you have to make quick decisions. Like, okay, this fight is going really well for me. Do I need to take this gamble?
Right.
And it just depends on...
And most of us mortals sometimes make the wrong call in that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done it before. Everyone has done it before. And this is the amazing thing about Battlegrounds is... The next time Amanda's in this situation, she will never make that mistake again.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, what's going on,
Hey, man, how's it going?
Thank you so much for joining us, buddy.
The destroyer of 4 Loki. How's it going, man?
I was saying, I don't know if you guys had the audio up, but I was saying that was one of the best and most nail-biting rounds of Battlegrounds I've ever had, ever.
It was incredible to watch, man.
I can actually hear your heart beating.
Yeah.
It was, I think I was telling my chat, I think she outdrafted me in every round. She had counters for everything I had. It was frustrating trying to come up with stuff at times.
You did a phenomenal job. I was impressed by a lot of things. But one of the things that kept coming up to me was how well you seem to know how to play every single one of those champions. Do you know how to play all of them well, or was that you've created a deck of the ones you best know how to play?
I mean, it's probably a little bit of both. Yeah. I when I play, not just in Battlegrounds, but in content, I focus a lot on RPG counters. So that's what my mind is trained to go to first. So champs that are counters to multiple things are champions that I kind of gravitate towards. So
yeah, I mean, watching your champion reviews, it's not surprising. Just to see it in action, in the instant, in the moment, was really impressive. For those who can see the board that we have up, Mike is now 2-0, Simula's 2-0. They have both advanced, correct? Anyone seen some sort of mathematical anomaly I'm not seeing? They will... I would like to congratulate this man on making it to the knockout stage, but I don't want to do it before he actually has. But he has, correct?
I think you're correct.
I think there's not a way.
There's just,
he doesn't.
So congratulations, Tim. I want to be the first one to congratulate you on making it into the knockout stage. That's a big deal in my opinion. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You and Karate Mike. As was brought up, do you plan on embarrassing Mike too and just dismantling the whole alliance of 4 Loki?
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to. I was saying it's like David versus 3 Goliaths because it's just me versus 3-4 Loki folks. So
Do you remember that tweet you sent on Twitter, like right before the tournament starts? And I think you were like a little frustrated that you had to play 3 people from 4 Loki.
I mean, there was. I mean, there are so many like amazing players in this tournament. Like, there's not a single group that isn't like just you look at it and you're like, who comes out of this?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But like when you go into a match like that, you're going against someone who's very good, obviously, and you seem to view yourself as the underdog. What's the mentality in those types of matches?
It kind of it actually helps like calm my nerves because I don't know, maybe it's just like I don't have enough self-confidence or anything, but I go in and I'm like, well, I'm probably not expected to win here, so I'm just gonna go in and do my best. So sometimes it works out.
Unfortunately, I can't remember exactly who all was on the table. You guys can't remember this at all, right? Because I think the question without context feels a little odd. But you had the opportunity to draft a Mephisto, and instead you went with Spider-Ham. I think it was in round 3. Is that if you can even remember what was going on there or that instance? I think the Mephisto was probably a defensive option, and then I saw you use Spider-Ham quite a bit. Are you just very comfortable with him on offense? Him being Spider-Ham?
Yeah, I haven't had too much luck with Mephisto on defense lately, so I think I kind of shied away from him and preferred. Ham is just a fast attacker. So
got it.
Just going back to that question, Amanda didn't have any counters to Mephisto,
right?
And you had a bunch of science champs.
End of the was that the end of the draft?
This is the end of the draft because Spam was, I believe, the last pick. So Amanda didn't have any counters to Mephisto, and you decided to go Spider-Ham despite you having a lot of science champs to counter the mystics she brought in. So we were just curious why you went Spider-Ham. Was that like a comfort pick for you?
Probably, yeah. I don't remember. Was it the one where I had to take him against Thing?
Thing,
was that the round?
You both had mirror matches against Thing.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember why I took Ham there, but it was obviously a mistake because Thing was completely uncooperative and waited out all of my power stings on 2 separate occasions.
Literally everyone.
Yeah. So. We commented on that. It happened 2 times in a row. It was like Thing will not give Simula the opportunity to land a heavy here. He just refuses to do it.
Yeah. So, and I, once he did that the first time, I was like, well, I need to make up for lost time here, lost damage. So I was trying to get to the special 2 rather than like pause them with the special 1. And then he did it a second time, and I was like, well, this is pretty much over at this point. So.
Yeah. It was a good adjustment, though. I mean, it's worth the last ditch effort at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the way, are you an actor? Because I swear, the most fun part. Okay, not the most fun part, but one of the most fun parts was after any given round was just looking at your face cam and seeing like a cool, like indifferent expression.
No, I'm not an actor.
It was.
No. I will be playing the part of. I will be playing the part of Karate Mike next week. I'm bringing back the Karate Mike cosplay.
I love it.
Matchup.
I love it.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, is there any other questions from DLL or from Slema?
Yeah. There was a round where you picked Kitty first. Like out the gate, there was Doom, Mojo, and then Kitty, and you went Kitty.
Right. Right. So in the first round, I am hesitant to pick Mystics in the first round of the draft, especially when Torch is in play still. So I went Kitty, knowing that perhaps she's not as good as the defender as the other 2. But if I draft Mojo or Doom in round 1 and she immediately picks up Torch, it's basically like a lost selection there. So
you don't really value those 2 champs on attack, Doom and Mojo.
In the right matchup, yeah. I don't think she had a lot of like high buff cosmic champs that would make a good matchup for Mojo, other than like Herc. But she was using Herc on offense rather than defense.
Yeah, that's actually a good shout. Yeah, she didn't have many cosmics.
Yeah, and I actually changed up my deck before. I went back and I watched her round against Mike, and she was complaining that she didn't get Tigra, so that's why I banned her Tigra every time. And I also I actually, since she has a rank 4 Nimrod, I actually took my Nimrod out of my deck and replaced him so that I could ban hers every round.
That's interesting, because the thing is, there's also another strategy, right, where it's like, I'm gonna keep Nimrod in my deck but ban him as well to lower my deck size, so hopefully I get champs that I want more.
I haven't heard of lowering the deck size before. That's interesting.
lower. Oh, you haven't heard of it before? Okay, well then
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it.
I am so sorry, Karate Mike. I didn't.
But like even with like a decent counter, like a max sig rank 4 Nimrod is such a pain in the butt. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
I was like, I'm just not gonna deal with this.
Absolutely. Is your Scorpion a rank 4?
Yes, that was a little bit of a spoiler. I haven't put out the video yet, but yeah, I took him to rank 4 yesterday.
I don't think there was any doubt at this point.
Yeah,
those were definitely some of your best matches, man. That was cool to see.
I love him. He's, I think, the best champ this year so far.
The Doom one was textbook.
Yeah, my mouth was open throughout that whole fight. It was nice. And your Kingpin is R4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I was getting frustrated that I wasn't getting Herc at all until like the last round, and then I didn't have any other option there for that last fight with when she put Longshot down.
Yeah, you were sort of on the back foot there, because
yeah, definitely.
Both of you had, like, the last 3 champs you 3 had were all strong. The issue with it, though, is that whoever plays first determined what the other would use.
Yep.
And that just comes down to the coin toss.
Yeah.
And if you watch the stream and just watch the last fight, you'll be very proud of your Hercules.
Oh yeah, what happened? Did he do some naughty things?
He did.
Yeah.
I think you should just watch it instead of us describing it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I guess that makes up for the uncooperative thing then.
Yeah, it definitely happened to everyone all around. He did a great job for you there. All right. Yeah. Well, is there any other questions, or can we let Sim go? It's pretty late for him.
Yeah.
Thanks,
do you think
guys.
The Steelers?
Appreciate you having me on.
All right. Thanks a lot, Sim.
God.
Take care.
Slay.
I'm kidding.
All right, everybody. It is late. It is dinner time for me, so I'm going to go ahead and shut down this stream. DLL and Slayman, do you have anything else going on?
No, I'm good.
I'm eating a plate of pasta. That's about it.
Beautiful. That sounds delicious. Thank you for the donation, Zach and OG Highline. Congratulations to both of the contestants. They put on a phenomenal show. Amanda and Simula both. Thank you so much for both of them. Please make sure to support them. You see links to their channels in the description of the stream and also in the pinned comment here. We'll be seeing Simula in the next round, and we will be seeing you all very, very soon. I think the action will get started again on Monday the 3rd. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Good night.
Bye.
Adios.